Hello there, it's Michael from Briefload, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the background of any image with n8n via an API call. And in this tutorial, the API we are using is called Remove.bg. Now, Remove.bg is one of the most popular background removal softwares or tools in the market. So that's exactly what we are going to use. And just a quick info about the API. We could only make about 50 API calls every month. And after that, you probably need to subscribe to a plan, or then you could find some other means. All right, now let's get through it. Now here's our simple n8n sequence, for instance, and here we have test to click the workflow, and this is a drive that downloads our file, while this is the API which we are currently using, right? And I'm going to put it through. I just want to make a quick step, a quick test. So now we are in Pexels, and what I want to do is I want to download an image to show you how this works exactly, right? So let's use here. Let's use Justin Shafter. Okay, now let's just download the image here. And so now also note, the higher your file size, that's the more longer to take for anything to process your request, right? So if you have a file size of about 5 MB, it's going to take significantly more time to process than a file size of about 1 MB, right? So probably I don't want to spend too much time on this video, so I'm not going to make a medium file size. I'm going to I'll just download this select, and I'll come over to my drive. I also want to upload my file here, and I'm going to select new, and I'll be file upload. All right, now my file is here. Now just to make this video really quick, I just want to get my file ID. So I'm just going to super select, and I want to copy. That's my file ID here. Right. So I'm very sure you're already got used to n8n and you know exactly what you want to do. That's why I'm kind of like making this really fast, right? So I would download my file now. That is okay. So I've already connected my accounts with my API, so my Google Cloud API. So you have to get yours. All right. Now this is download. I'll also write my file ID here. Notice in this previous node, we have about a file size of about 1 MB. This took a lot of time for it to process. And now let's see how much file ID this would be. And let's test step. Alright, so we have that sorted out now. And what I just used here was the link, right, by URL, because this over here, this is a folder, so it's inside a folder. And what I just need is the file URL itself, not to make this system complex. So now we have this view, so you can just view the image, and you could also just download the image if you wish. Okay, now here's our main HTTP request, and here we have a post request where now let's just read the API standard. And so here's a simple API path we're trying to use, where if it's a file, image file here, and if this would work if it's an image URL. Now in the header, that's H, where our header identity will be X API key. So first thing you want to do is you want to get the file, the main API call, right? That's the API URL, and this is where it is. So this is it, and that's why we have that here, right? Authentication will be none, and you don't want to send any query parameters, but you do want to set an header, and then just using the fields below, where so header parameters, then we'd have um, this X API key here, and you want to get your own API key. So that will be to get your API key, you just get your API key over here. And so I already have one API key. You could just create a new API key and call this n8n test. Create an API key and copy your API key. All right, so we could head over here and we'll just write our API key here. That's that. And then you also want to send a body request, and this would be form data, right? So because we are sending it as a file, that's why we're using form data, and the parameter name would be n8n binary file here, while the name will be file name, will be image file, which is here. All right, so now n8n binary image file, and what we're just writing here is data. So like there's no need to change. This should always be data because we're calling this data from here. Well, okay, now we are also trying to resize. Now if I delete this and I test step, right, would notice something. Just wait for this to run. So like I said, it takes a while for the API to do the processing. It's not something that's really fast and All right, so we've gotten our data value here, and so here we have a file size of 240, 264, and if you just view it, you notice it's cleared, right? And then we could just upload that file to our Google Drive here. But what I want to do now is, so I deleted something previously, and what I deleted was the style, right? Was the size, right? So what you want to do is you want to add the size back. That will just be size, and where the value could be auto. So you have three file size to add. That was the auto, I think 50 MP, and probably another one I can't really remember right now. So then I'm not going to say auto, right? And I'll just write that there, and I'll run that. All right, now we're running that, and you just see what that comes up with. Awesome. So probably the same file, and then I could just send it to my Google Drive and just upload it in just upload data. And where I want to upload it will be in a folder by ID, and I'm going to copy my file ID here. Awesome, awesome. Now it's already uploaded in a folder, and it's called Remove.bg test one. Now if you come to our folder here now, we'd have that here, and you could just view it. I said all this takes a while to download, and yeah, here's our awesome image successfully done. Now this is how you could just remove background images seamlessly. Now you could automate this with any how you wish to automate this. It could be bundle of images, but it works perfectly fine, right? So thanks for watching. Have a great day.